Greetings, everybody, and welcome to episode 111 of the Sickcast, aka the Siblings in Cardboard podcast. I'm your host, Noah, joined by my buddies slash co-hosts, Thomas and Justin. Donnie sadly couldn't make it today. He was being an adult, but he sends his regards. Whether you're a veteran card gamer or a first timer just testing the waters, we're all siblings in cardboard. Guys, a lot of spoilers, a lot of flesh and blood action, maybe a little less flesh and blood action due to some southeastern winter that just won't stop wintering. Yeah, I mean, here we are. Spoiler season for a very interesting set so far.
I think this is the first time they've ever done it this way, and I don't know if I like it or dislike it, but it was fun on Friday around 3:00 when all the cards finally went live.
Just boom.
Yeah.
Like 200 cards.
Everything's there.
It was an overload.
Yeah.
There's some I still haven't even read because I kind of look at them, I go, ooh, and then I come back and I go, oh. And it's like, oh, I've never seen that.
There's a card named Spellbane Trap. I'm not reading it because I don't read Ranger cards. They're against my religion. I just know it exists and it says the word Spellbane, so I'm probably going to hate it.
I don't think it's good, so I think you're okay.
Yay. I no longer care. Anyways, but yeah, stuff like that.
Maybe it's playable in Sage. But yeah, there's a ton of
seems
cards.
Okay.
I got to do my spoiler. That was fun. I worked with Philip from Fabrary, and I posted a spoiler on this channel. And appreciate people hanging out and coming to watch it. And the feedback seemed positive in the good ways and negative in the, oh, this card's kind of cracked ways.
Yeah. Yeah, the release was fun. I enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed seeing everybody's reaction to the card.
I can tell you firsthand, the Marlin Discord was dooming and glooming before it was revealed.
So hard.
And yeah, because I was in there and I was just like, they were like, what do you think it is? It's like, it's got to be gold hate or draw hate. And I was like, it's probably draw hate, guys. I was like, I don't know what the card is, but I assume it has something to do with drawing cards. So
I know,
but it's not generic.
I have a little bit of favoritism, but I think it's still currently the strongest card in the set that's been revealed as far as like power level.
It's confined to revered, which makes it like that it can't be used by more than 2 heroes.
It's channeled the
I think there are competitors for it, but it is a crazy card.
It's channeled the Blake Expanse with no downside. So like Icelander had to like take a significant tax.
The downside is you have to be lower in life. Thank you very much. Huge downside.
I mean, to be fair, you could also like just play it. It's not as good, but you still tell your opponent that they don't get to do their thing for the turn.
Yeah, you're playing Versa Nacilio. They try to set up like 2 Sigil Brilliances, and you say, cool, on my turn, this thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I just 2 for 1 to you, so have fun.
In the good way, too, because you don't get to do your hat, and your Sigil Brilliances just break and don't do anything.
Yeah, it's sad all around for the Acilio player at that point. But it's fine. I don't know. There's been some powerful stuff. I've liked that it hasn't really pushed the like super strong decks harder. It feels like there's been a lot of cards for the less good heroes, which is something that I like. For like a supplemental set. Like if you're going to create a set that's going to inject a bunch of cards, you don't need to give like Gravy, Mario, Syndra, like a billion good cards.
So far, Gravy's gotten almost nothing, right?
Yeah, he has a D-React that's interesting, and we'll talk about that later.
The heroes that have gotten the most are light heroes. Surprisingly, got a lot of cards that need a lot of evaluation. Mech, mainly Max and Teklevossen. However, as a Dio player, still happy.
Oh yeah, Trebuchet, Tekla Trebuchet, like you're over the moon about. But yeah, both of those, like Blast Rig and Speed Demon, are both like capital G good cards. All the commons are actually good. Because like getting a wrench attack in deck, as stupid as it sounds, like you're not able to get your wrench off every turn. So cards like Rev Up or Gas Up or whatever the one that is, it's like the +4 to a wrench. card that was like kind of unplayable suddenly is.
Yep.
They got good stuff. The Evo Beta base arm, the Evo Beta base equipment is so good for Teklo. I can't even like boost Teklo specifically.
Have you heard what people are calling Heart Wrencher?
What are they calling Heart Wrencher?
It's Kiss of French.
Kiss of French. Okay, sure. Okay.
I mean,
that's pretty good.
There's a theme, right? Kiss of Death. You got Kiss in the name, and you got Heart Wrencher. You got Heart in the name. We're gonna have a full like Valentine's Day set of attacks that are also weapons.
And all of them hit you in the face really hard, or for 3 and cost 0 and block 3, whichever you prefer.
Need my Kiss of Hammer or Kiss of Gun.
Guns. Nothing beats gun.
No.
Nope.
It's the fourth option in rock paper scissors they don't teach you about.
No, they don't. But yeah, we've had a bunch of cards to go over, and I'm curious to see what this world premiere looks like.
So, do we want to talk about like the cards we like really like or excited about, or do we want to jump into Noah's bit and see like what cards that already exist are rapidly changing prices?
You know, I mean, I'm up for whatever. So
let's rip through. I was gonna say we can rip through the market minute real quick.
I don't have too much. In fact, to start with, I just have to tell you guys that if you want to buy any of these cards or cards in general, you could always use the affiliate link in the description below. And all you have to do is click the link. It'll lead you to TCG Player. You can check out just like you would. So no other hoops to jump through minus clicking the link. And it would be really, we'd be really grateful, and you'd support the pod. So we appreciate that. With that said, there hasn't been a ton of movement. I mean, there has been some weird things that are going up, and I can't really tell you if that's due to the spoilers or not, or if that's due to Copium, or if that's due to people just praying that they're finally going to get their time in the sun. But there are some weird ones. I mean, obviously, there's still some changes or non-changes from last week's list in terms of cards that are kind of up in a way. Most of the same cards we talked about last week. Those are your assassin cards, are still pretty expensive. We'll revisit Midas Touch because I think it went up again. I just want to kind of keep that on the radar. But nothing's done a kind of a big jump yet. I think people are going to feel these decks out, fill the cards out. There's still a few more. I think some of those ones that are waiting for testing are still going to wait and see if anything else being revealed really changes or shakes it up before kind of going all in on it. So we'll probably see some movement more so down the road, but let's jump in. I wanted to also see if I could find some things that were kind of trending down with all the reprints. So we'll take a look at some of the
Final Spring Tunic has crashed out.
I mean, by the way, by rights it should.
Good.
Because there's now another option coming in that I think is actually going to be more sought after. There's actually a pre-sale link up for the new one, but it doesn't have any listings. Thankfully, nobody's trying to pre-sell that.
I'll say, do you even know what the distribution ratio is on that thing yet? That's a terrible idea.
Well, yeah, I mean it would be, but I wouldn't put it past people. Crucible Tunics at like 106, which is actually worth more than the Welcome to Rathe one, unless this is like lightly played. So there is one for $100. So Krunic is actually higher than the foil WTR Tunic, which is a bit bizarre. And then there's 83 for Bright Lights and 84 for the history pack, which is actually good though. I mean, people need to get their tunic. So one way or another, you're going to get a cheap tunic. So that is definitely a card. Heart of Finals at 184, which is like crazy. I mean, that's the lowest I've ever seen that card in its existence. And when we started playing, I think it was right at 4 something. And it has just constantly plummeted. Only a couple decks run it, and there's obviously the reprint factor that's coming into play.
Quick dodge elixirs. Took a dive.
I mean,
but like $30. Just
Like 30
Yeah.
total or $30 off?
No,
$30 total. It dropped from like just a consistent 120 something to just under 100.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get most of these rainbow foils are about 130 or 140 back in December, and slowly as both the gold foils kept getting granted you're not going to spend money on world championship gold foils, or you are, but when you add more options into the mix, obviously the cards are going to go down. So quick dodge flexors should probably go back down to like 75. They should probably continue to go down, just especially when the new set comes out. Other cards would be like Eye of Ophidia, and then the Command and Conquers should go down, hopefully. Both of them. I have Ophidia at 330. That's crazy because it was above 5 every time we've ever talked about that card.
How good is this and bad is this at the same time? Like from my perspective, it's just all good, but there are like collectors, and I like the game supporting collectors in a way as long as it's sustainable.
So this is the problem that I've always had with this. Like, it's really, like, I tell you who's great for it. It's great for LSS, right? Which is ultimately, I mean, I'm not saying they're profit focused, but I mean, the game has to make money.
Well, secondary market sales don't make LSS any money.
Right, exactly. So when LSS reprints cards at different rarities and different like looks, they do two things. They keep the game like one accessible because they're making newer cards. In some aspects, right? It depends on the rarity as well as the distribution, and then the antiquity stuff is obviously your chase. So they give you the high-end things to chase, but the low-end things are obviously going to continue to take a dive. But it hurts the ability to kind of like hoard, which in a way is good. I mean, I'm not saying that you should probably have 66 copies of the Dual Swords Command and Conquers, but I'm sure somebody does. And so now it takes a hit because those aren't the cool ones on the block anymore. Now it's the big Cosmos guy pointing. And so, you out with the old and in with the new kind of a thing. I mean, I think there's at some point where you're going to have 8 copies of Command and Conquer, and then you're going to look like, why did we need 8 copies of Command and Conquer? And, each one's going to be its own wacky value. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing that says the old Command and Conquer doesn't completely dive, and then everybody goes, you know what? Now those are the cool ones because they're Arcane Rising and they're 10 years old, and now we want those. And now they go through the roof. So hard to say. I mean, I don't dislike it. I just think that it makes it harder for you to sit on your cards. Like, this is a very ebb and flow game, but I think nothing's safe anymore because the reprints and the rebranding is constantly happening. That if it's at a peak where you're happy with it, I think you should just liquidate it. I mean, I've been burned so many times just kind of sitting there like, I don't want to sell it.
To be fair, and the Dynasty Marvel Command and Conquers have never really changed in price, right? They've always been like you can get one or two of them maybe for $1,000, and then they very quickly jump up to 1,300, 1,400. I think that's always been how they were, right?
Well, that was the Fabled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fabled. Sorry, Fabled.
those are like yeah, those are like the Command Conquers. But like those big chase cards, I don't think are ever going to change because there's so few of them.
Well, those are the collector cards. Like, in my opinion, those are the big.
Those are the true collector cards. Sorry,
that's my thought. Is that like highest rarity Fabled for the most part are reasonably safe. Like alt art treatments of like special cards are decently okay, but like your non-staple ones. So like, for example, the EA like Gone in a Flashes, those will probably hold value, if not always go up. I mean, things like that.
A cold foil tunic is still way out of my price range.
Yeah. I'm looking at a couple, and yeah, they're rough. But also, I think just the old stuff is going to be like your hardcore collector things.
It's fine. Again, I don't think Command and Conquer should be $75. I don't know who the hell's opening Arcane Risings to the point where they're actually like farming Command and Conquer. So like it doesn't, and it's not even, there's no money to be made. Like, you open Arcane Rising, the chances of you making money out of that set with the supers that are worth nothing, and then the few majestics that you hit, as well as the L's, because cross wrap is useless right now. So you've got Storm Striders, and maybe you hit a Rainbow Foil Eye. Oh, and Mask. Mask is wait, no.
Grasp and
Grasp,
Foundry
sorry.
Art. What are your 2 hits?
But like you're not very poised to make money. So Command and Conquer with the double swords is down to 69, which is what old Command and Conquer used to be.
Nice.
Around 17 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, we're back from a brief pause. I had a work conversation. Well, like an automated. I'm teleworking, so good news in the middle of the pod. Anyway, as we're talking about the price of cards and just the collector value hit, I think this is the beauty of this game, right? And it's something that as collectors or sellers, and I'm sure if and I still would love to. I mean, there's a ton of great sellers out there. So we're talking Hamal, Righteous Gaming, Fab Foundry, MinMax, all these providers. I'm sure I'm forgetting a name. A few, please don't crucify me. But those who kind of deal with these cards, I'm sure they'd be the ones to tell you this isn't the easiest market to evaluate. It's hard. It's not like Pokemon where you take things in at 80% and you're going to grade it, hit a 10, and it doesn't matter that you maybe bought it at cost. You're still like, it doesn't exist. So you have to eat the competitive hit, you have to eat the ebb and flow, and you also have to eat the constant reprints. But as we were talking about what they do well, they reward the players. This is a competitive card game. Let's cut right to the chase, right?
Okay. I think I blipped out for a second.
You did?
Yep. Keep going.
Okay.
Everything's back. That was very strange.
It's okay. I stopped as soon as you left. This is a competitive card game. And I think they do that very well, right? What are the most expensive cards? How are they given? When you're RTN, when you're ProQuest, go to a Calling, go to a Battle Harden, do well, get prize money, get really good cards, right? Get your quick dodge flexors that say champion on them that are going to be worth tons because they're not getting mass printed. So they honor their kind of market very well. They're trying to recreate, hey, 16 copies of Command and Conquer, right? One of them's going to be cheap. Okay, cool. And collectors get to eat the new set, open it, ride the hype, okay, whatever. But there's no incentive to then hold. Like, I'm not incentivized to go buy the Cross Swords Command and Conquer, like, non-EAs. If I want the EAs, absolutely. I think they're collector cards. They're going to stay the course. Same with your shelters. Yeah. Same with every other EA. But the bare base card, like, it's like Pokemon. They want this stuff to be $6. They want it to be, like, Final Spring Tunic coming at $50, buy a Tunic. We've got Command and Conquer History Pack at $30. When the hell have you ever seen a CNC at $30? Right now, good. CNC at $30. Mm-hmm. We're halving the cost of the entry level. Crown of Providence, I think, is getting another reprint. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're holding on to your cold foil Crown of Providence and saying I'm an investor, no, you're not.
Right.
Like the Calling Championship Crown of Providence that's an investment piece, but those are also like what, a $5,000 card?
They're crazy.
Like they're like $2,000 something. It's like those are the expensive ones. That's the actual collection.
Yeah, your low print run, cold foils and gold foils are, and like very specific promos are your investment pieces.
Yep. Your fables and stuff.
Your low rarity print fables or
my
modern
EA
fables
shelters that I bought. Yeah, my EA shelters that I bought back in Hunted. That's not a collector's piece.
No.
That's a high-end piece, and that's a nice piece. But I didn't buy those being like, oh, these are a collection.
Yeah,
items.
And they actually probably will go up in value over time, but these aren't Pokemon cards. They're never going to like go crazy.
Yeah, no. Like if you're sitting on your Rainbow Foil Heart of Find All and you're like, this is hurting me because I'm a collector, like get a reality check. It's fine.
You guys, like we need to kind of refocus on what, you know what I mean, collectors kind of items are. And yeah, some of the high end stuff gets like really high end, but there is still a good feel. Like I mean, I try and max out my Marlin deck, slowly. It's criminal because those damn the Codex of Frailties are killing me. I almost pulled the trigger on the Blood Rots. I'm missing 2 Blood Rots, by the way. I'm putting it out in the universe. I need like foil Blood Rots. I don't even want the Marvels because if I buy the Marvels, then I'm incentivized to buy the Frailty Marvels, and I'm just not doing it right now. I just can't do it. but that's like the last thing I need. And well, then obviously the cold foil eye, but that's never happening.
Yeah, let me know when that happens.
That's
Where's
not
that
going,
bad boy at?
We're not going there yet.
Can I put that on my deck, single sleeve, and shuffle it?
Like, that's the problem, is I gotta actually shuffle it. I'm not gonna like do that proxy thing where I'm like, yeah, here's the eye. Look,
Great price.
Like,
there's one on the market.
It was
Easy, buy that
$7,500.
one.
$5,000.
Oh, that's actually, you know,
Yeah, there you
That's not
go.
bad, actually.
it's right about where I thought it'd be. But either
30%
way,
off what you expected.
Anyways,
so, like, they do their best, and I think that they're trying to reward every aspect. If you're going to collect, you're probably buying product. If you're buying product, hopefully you pull one of the big EAs. If you don't want to sell it and you think this is a really collector's item, don't sell it. Don't sell your antiquity card. Like, wait for that set to be completely, invest in it, sure, but it, like we're talking about the Crown of Providence, like rainbow foil. Oh, my rainbow foil is losing value. Well, I mean, it's a rainbow foil from Uprising. My cold foil crown's useless. Like, they're probably going to reprint grains one of these days. Like, all these cards will eventually get these treatments.
Yep.
So just enjoy them. They're have the different variations for collectors in that sense, but it's not like the investment is higher up in that sense. So I don't know. I know there's probably mixed feelings. I know there's some people who tell me that I'm crazy. But I think they do a pretty good job. When CNC is $30, I think they're doing a pretty good job. The last one we'll check, and then I'll run through some just price increases. Like, I only have like 4 cards, and we're gonna jump right in. I just want to look at Shelter. Where's Shelter?
Standard
Of course, I
art or
get
normal?
every other card but Shelter. Where's Shelter?
Shelter from the Storm is reasonable.
There it is.
As long as you're not trying
47.
to get the EA.
47. And if the print run on the new one, which is a legendary, is actually pretty good, it'll probably go down to 35 or 40. Because if the other one's obtainable, it'll probably be like the CNC, where it's like that's the 50, 60 Shelter, then the other one's like the $40 Shelter. And then don't forget, we're getting E-Strike, which looks just like the old E-Strike. So probably E-Strikes are going to go 20 to 25, maybe even less. We're in like an okay area. They're working on it. And then some general cards. Visit the Anvilheim went up 347% in the last 3 months. I think that's from that new hammer, because you got to visit Anvilheim.
The guy who bought out 49 of them, I know who you are. I know where you live. Return half of them.
Did somebody buy 49?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Well, it's in separate purchases. 100%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
One dude just like bought out TCG Player.
crazy
Sorry,
enough, it wasn't me. I did the Vipoxes and the Redback Shrouds a long time ago, and I'm gonna eat those costs for the rest of my life. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna have a lot of Vipoxes.
I'm not even convinced Visit the Anvilheim is worth playing yet.
There's a card called Shield Beater. We'll talk about it.
It's a good card.
You got to visit Anvilheim. You know, it's weird. Like, you have to go there. Speaking of some other kind of weird cards increases, let me tell you what went up a whopping 41%, but it's actually been getting bought up quite a bit, and almost bought out, I say, because it's at $20 a card now, is Teklo Vossen Evo pieces. Here we go. It's happening. Evo Steel
baby.
Soul Controller is now $20. It was a $6 card. It was the cheapest I saw here on January 30th. So that's up. The boots are up to $20, $18, $20. They are being bought up. And of course, the chess piece as well has seen a slight increase of about 50% from about $4 to $3 to $4 to $10. So Teklo Vossen Cope, I think one day people want this deck to be good. I think the meta is going to be terrible when this deck is good. I think we're going to be in some wacky meta if Teklo Vossen is good.
I've just been watching
Mm-hmm.
Marios run him over in playtesting. We've been playtesting Teklo Vossen in Discord against Mario. that matchup is so cursed. You would think it would be good. It's not.
Teklo boosting or fatigue? Teklo
Doesn't
Vossen
matter.
With new pieces.
Shred and
yeah,
Tarantula
he just has
Toxin
natural
kind of
issues.
says your equipment doesn't exist.
Dude, if he wants to make Singularity, I'm going to go Crumble to Eternity, and then he's going to freeze to death, and then the game is just done.
Yeah. New Teklevossen cards get printed, and then Teklevossen says, I exist. I kind of want to exist. I don't exist. Like,
yeah, I'm fine. Like,
the cycle is
I'm fine with
endless.
Teklevossen cards. It's okay. There are upgrades. Don't get me wrong. There are upgrades, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy for Teklevossen players. I guess this is a transition into cards, or
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like Teklevossen,
do you have
obviously.
more you want to do?
No. I mean, I think
Are you sure?
we got exactly what I wanted out of it, which I think we talked
Okay.
on more of Compendium as a whole and the kind of trajectory with this antiquity
Mhm.
stuff, as well as just some notable cards. Midas Touch, guys, is still going up. That's the only other one. In terms of speculation, I mean, there's no guarantee. Adult Blaze, maybe. I don't know. People are speculating. Ice has to come back. When? So those are still my go-tos.
Talk about those. Yeah.
Levia has to be good at some point. Like at some point.
I mean, they
Maybe.
gave her some good support. I'm not 100% convinced yet.
And where the hell is Bolton? Those are my questions.
They gave Bolton some good support.
They gave Bolton some good cards.
They actually gave Bolton.
Yeah,
some
they gave
pretty
Bolton
good
some
cards.
capital G good cards.
Yeah.
All right. Do we kind of just want to go? How do we want to do this? Just go around the table, like one at a time,
Sure.
like one card each, and then just keep going.
Yeah, just
well, mine's
just
early up. Mine's kind of high up in the list. You'd think I'd be
Go for
talking
it.
about a Pleiades card or something since I'm Pleiades spilled. But no, I think Distant Rumbling Red is kind of crazy. This card is a 0-cost Guardian action aura with 3 defense. And it says, when this enters the arena, draw a card, then put a card from your hand into your deck, 5th from the top. At the start of your turn, destroy this, then create 3 Seismic Surge tokens. This card is common, so Valda gets to play it in Silver Age, and it says, I have Dominate next turn, and I get to hand filter 1 card.
2 turns from now, right?
No.
The turn that you play it.
No, Seismic Surges pop at the start of your action phase. This card pops at the start of your turn.
You do get it next turn.
Yes.
I was wondering where I was worried.
And not only that, if you're playing Clash cards, you know what your Clash is at the top of your deck because you set a card 5th from the top.
Mm-hmm.
But there's possibly other interactions that could be pretty cool that I haven't thought about with like knowing what the top of your deck is in your next hand. This card,
I could see it. Sage Valda definitely likes the card.
Dude, this card is crazy in Sage. Just having a 1 card that you say my next turn has Dominate and -3.
It's a red. That's a blue. Yeah.
This card's really good.
I like it. I've played Wizards before. I've played 1 or 2 of them at some point.
At least one.
At least one. I've played all of them, and I'm on the board for all of them except for 1 right now. It's my favorite one, which is weird. So, but I'm going to talk about. I liked Sowing Thorns. I'm scrolling down to it to make sure I get the wording on it right. So it's a 0-cost Earth Wizard action. It blocks 3, and it just blank out of the text box. It's red. And you gain 1 health. And then it has Decompose on it, which at action speed. And then it's if you do the Decomposey thing, you may search your deck for an Earth aura with cost less than the health that you've gained this turn. Reveal it, shuffle your deck, and put it on top. This says tutor Ring of Roses and constructed. That's really good. That's all it needed to do. Just tutor Ring of Roses. Mission accomplished.
I think I said this on the podcast, but do you remember I was like, you know what would be really good in Verdance? If just a card that said gain a life, decompose, gain another life, or something like that. Yeah. This is better.
This is better. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. It being an Earth block 3, non-attack action, like checks all the boxes there. It being 0 cost, checks the box there. In Sage, you're going to use this card to grab Harvest Season more than likely, is my guess. So you're going to have to do like fruits into this.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like that's my hunch on how this is going to go. But we'll see. I don't know if there's another aura that I'm missing off the top of my head. That's a better one to get.
Your choices are actually pretty limited. It's like Harvest Season and Ring of Roses.
Yeah, you could get Strong Yield, which we're not getting Strong Yield. But yeah, so I think you're kind of light on Earth auras. But Harvest Season in Sage is pretty good because, you know, it does all the things that Verdance wants to do. So I like that card a lot. I thought it was an interesting design space for Sage Verdants.
I mean, it's active decompose, right? Like it's not like a root-bound carapace. It's not an
one
attack.
card decompose.
Yeah, it's a 1-card decompose.
It's a 1
so
card
you can, like, block
decompose.
down. You can block down and do Sowing Thorns. And
That's the important part. It could have
No, I mean,
literally just said
yeah.
decompose, get nothing out of it, and be playable.
Duh. The other auras that you can get is like Sigil of Earth and Sigil of Sanctuary.
Yes. Okay, Sigil
I don't
of
know, yeah.
Sanctuary is probably actually decent in Sage, because Arcane...
Yeah, because Arcane
resistance to arcane damage is very good, and rune blades are quite good. So popping that initial rune chant and then having an embodiment of Earth is actually like really strong, right?
Yeah. So yeah, so you can have like a 1 of Sigil of Sanctuary in your deck for this or something. That's pretty cute. I like it. So yeah, I really like Sowing Thorns. I thought it was a cool card. What you got, Noah?
All right, I'm gonna cheat because I don't think any of you guys are gonna choose these cards, so I'm cool with it. Maybe you are. I don't know. This is like it's not a blue block do nothing. Thankfully, not yet. I'm still searching for it. I actually really enjoy the Become the cards. So you know me. I've been talking about Prismatic Leyline in Ninja for Lord knows how long.
Oh,
and
become the cup, become the whatever.
One can be called any name, the other one gets to be called any color. And so I feel like you can technically play more 100 wins than you think you could play with a Prismatic Leyline. I'm still going for it. But no, I mean, it also just kind of creates the combo chain for Katsu. You can kind of fill in cards that you don't have. Then choosing the color, you can make the red the blue, get the full value somehow from your Prismatic Leyline without having to actually jump through any hoops. So I actually think it's really good.
You went to the hard use for Become the Cup. Become the Cup is the one. They're all head jab, 0 for 3 in red, 2 block with go again.
Mm-hmm.
And they say as you play this, choose a Become the Cup says color, and Become the Bottle says
card on the chain.
Card. Yeah, card on the combat chain.
Right.
Become the Cup becomes that color. Become the Bottle becomes that card's name. So red Become the Cup is a head jab that lets you transcend.
Yes, that's what I want to say. That red, the Become the Cup red is probably the best in Sage Zen.
Yes.
As far as power level goes, this card's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like head jab that you could transcend off of is so good.
Every Mystic Ninja for the rest of the time is playing red Become the Cup. Like full stop.
Cool. It's a cool card.
I don't 100% know how to use Become the Bottle yet. I've thought about it a little bit, but not super in depth. It doesn't have combo, so it
like resets the combo chain.
But you get you get the name.
Yeah,
so
but
maybe you're doing like you have 2 whelmings in your hand, and you go like surging, whelming.
Yeah,
that's the main thing I could think of is like. You want to try to restart the combo for some reason.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. Well, because you have a million Gust Waves in deck now. You need Surging Strike.
You got so many Gust Waves. But the problem is, like, in order to name this Surging Strike, you had to have already played a Surging Strike.
Well, I think that it's not searchable. I get it, right? Because it doesn't have combos. So you can't just rip it from the deck and put it out, and now it becomes this. I've used all my other cards. Mm-hmm. I can at least name this, but I don't know. I mean, like,
okay, I thought about it. You throw the Surging Strike, they commit 2 cards to block it, and you go, how about second Surging Strike? And they go, all right, do I really need to commit a 3rd card here? And then you commit a 3rd card, and they go, surprise, had it the whole time, and you just start doing your opponent's
and then you get to do Whelming Gust Wave, draw the card, hit the bonds, do all the things. Yeah.
That's kind of how I
that's
think
actually
it's a
pretty
Trixie
good
card. Well, interestingly enough,
I like Bottle.
This segues into my second card, because I think one of the coolest things they've done with Compendium is they've basically said no fear in design space, and they've been very, very interesting in how they've been designing, adding cards. We've seen a lot of effects that we've just never seen before, and concepts and ideas that we've never seen before. And so I really, really like Feign Vengeance. This is a new ninja attack, only comes in 1 color, blue. It is a 0/0 3 block, and I just thought it
Oh
was
yeah,
funny
this
because when
card's
I
cool.
saw it, it's a blue do nothing, quote unquote. Now, we love our blue do nothing, so this is like my top of the list to choose almost. When this chain link resolves, if there's a card defending this, draw a card, go again. So if you
So
don't
the
have any
idea is you put it on
context,
chain link 2.
no. If you don't have any
Oh yeah,
context, it's a card
Yeah.
that says vengeance.
yeah.
If you pump it up by
Oh,
one, you get to get your sword back with the gloves, with the Ira gloves. Katsu can use them too. And if they go, okay, well, I don't want them to be able to get their sword back, I'm going to put a card in front of this. You've stolen a card from them, card for a card.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
really
good. You
neat.
turned a blue into a 3.
Yes.
I was going simpler than that. I was chain link 2 Ira in like the
Yeah,
late
I mean,
game.
Oh,
Chain Link 2 Ira in the late game is
Ira,
totally fine.
Ira
Yeah.
throwing this chain link 2 is perfectly fine, and that's the design space it's for, right? All these vengeance cards are Ira focused.
I didn't even think about this being like the Scar Rap's target. Like that's really clever.
Yep. Also, it's feign vengeance, right? It's a feint. That's why it comes in for 0. It's very cool. Everything about it's cool.
You could totally snatch a mass trigger off of that too, because like you just throw it on the third chain link or whatever, and they're like, I mean, like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You block it, no mass trigger, they're gonna draw anyway. You don't block it, they're probably still gonna hit with the card draw.
And by the way, it says if there's a card defending this draw card, that includes equipment. You can't even put equipment in front of this; it counts as a card.
Yep. So you need a prevention effect to stop it, which exactly Shelter or Calming Breeze are the good ones for this.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take it on the chin.
You don't really want to Oasis Respite this, but I suppose
I'm not Oasising it. Chin kind of sucks. You're still like.
I'll let you know. I will be Oasis Respiting this in Pleiades if she tries to pump it up by 1 in the reaction phase.
Oh yeah, you don't.
You're never getting your sword back. That sword is gone.
Yeah, that sword's gone for life. Yeah, that's actually cool. I didn't even think about that. That's a really cool card.
There's some really good cards in this set.
Speaking of really cool cards, someone's been in a Vincent hole lately, and I am one of those people. In Deep Recesses of Existence is a card that I wish existed while I've been in this Vincent hole lately. Because it's a blue 4-cost Rune Gate, 6 attack, 3 defense, Rune Blade Shadow attack action. It has the Rune Gate text, so if you have 4 rune chance, you get to play it out of your banish for free. When the combat chain closes, you may banish this face down. If you do, for each hero that has lost life this turn, banish a card from their graveyard. So if you, the Vincent player, have lost life this turn by, doing Vincent stuff, you can banish one of your Runegate attack actions, or Cull, or Funeral Moon, or whatever is in your graveyard as a toolbox piece to just like make your go turn even bigger.
Invert existence.
Yeah, could be invert. Yeah, could be anything. Like it's whatever card you need at that time point. It gives Vincent a tutor toolbox to her deck, which is something she's never had, and that is sweet.
Man, I cannot believe
a really, really cool card.
This card was printed as rare.
Yeah, I mean it's a majestic level effect, and they've done. There's a lot of cards in this set where it's like, this is majestic power level, but they downshifted it to rare.
Yeah, maybe it used to be a Runegate 3 in initial design. It was going to be an M, and they're like, okay, let's just bump it up 1 resource to make it a little tougher, and then set it at a rare, and it's probably perfectly acceptable in Sage. By the way, this card is great for fatigue math. This card is nuts for fatigue math. Like if you're trying to fatigue Vincent, or if Vincent is trying to fatigue you, this card helps her hit that game plan very well.
So 1 card, 12 damage, in theory.
It's just
6
like
or 7.
The fact that you could get Cull back, or you can get your other the Rune Gates that like hit the deck back. Like,
yeah. So yeah, I really like Deep Recesses. I don't know how many we're gonna get to play because 4 is like a really tough number. We were playing 2 Widespread Annihilations because of 4 being just such a tough number to get to. But I'm going to start with at least 2, and we may go up to 3. We'll see.
All right. Noah, what's your second card?
Man, let me tell you, I actually had it, and then I like scrolled down all the way to the bottom to the really cool generic instants that do a bunch of like hateful things to certain decks for fun, and I was just like, this.
Yeah,
is-
those
I
are
was
really
like,
funny.
I was like,
This is
I was
Noah's
like,
world
these-
right here.
I
was
can,
like, what
No,
is
you have a
this?
I
free-
can point you at one since we always talk about blue do nothing. Did you check out the red do nothing? Maybe you like doubling season.
Whoa, doubling season?
10, 2,
No,
1,
that's
8.
don't make fun of doubling season.
Pen which one?
218. If you want to scroll
218. Doubling. I was all the way down at the bottom.
Don't make fun of this one.
Okay, this card
this
can
card
be
to
nuts, right? Like it can be crazy because you can just do the
There we
thing
go.
where you like you play Seeds of Strength and make 5 might tokens and then like play double Sprout
They
Strength.
just need to make Earth Ambition, and it's just make 3 might tokens, and it's an Earth card, and he's cooking.
But there
This card
is.
suddenly goes crazy. No,
There's Seeds of
there's
Strength.
no- Yeah, but that's not cruel ambition.
when it's face
Those
up
two-
in any zone, does that count your hand? It's not
Yeah.
considered face up.
No,
or
no,
is
your
it?
hand is not a zone.
Oh, so okay, so you got to put it face up in Arsenal somehow.
No,
And then
it
just
can
send it
be
to the
face
moon.
up on the
No.
attack chain, brother. Like,
Yeah. So buffs are applied to face-up cards on the chain. So basically, this is saying when it hits the combat chain, any pumps that you give it get 1 extra value.
and a couple cards down, there's Sprout Strength, which is literally a nimbleism that just applies its
Yeah.
+1 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we
I see.
need-
So now I
Yeah.
know why that does that way. 1, 1, and 1. I was wondering. I was reading that
Yeah.
card like,
So if you play a Seeds of Strength and you pitch an Earth card, you make 5 mites. That's already 10. And then if you play a Sprout Strength, that's 6. So you could throw doubling season for 16. Like Terra might actually be kind of fun.
5 card 16. Is that what it is, right? Because
Yeah, but it's like spread out
turn
across
before-
2 turns.
yeah, 5 card. That's not good math, but it's funny math, and
Well,
we love
no,
funny.
just go first and have it.
Yeah. If you go for dude, if you play versus Terra and they just open with Seeds of Strength, are
Yeah,
you
they
just
just-
like
They just go, pitch Seeds of Strength,
Mhm.
pass. You go, oh god.
Noah, I would like you to look at the pirate cards if you don't mind.
where do they start at?
Pirate
Pen
cards.
167. If you don't include your shallow water shark harpoon.
Yeah, well, that was going to be the third card.
165 would be the
Oh
actual
Yeah, I
card.
mean,
Oh, the
Shall-
baby
we're-
Skywarden. I love him.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
he's
we're
so
gonna
cute.
talk about shallow water. That was the next one.
Okay.
So
All
the
right. I was
card
making sure you didn't miss it.
the card I was gonna pick first and foremost was Submerge because I just really like it, specifically Submerge Red because it's a 0 for 6. Now you do at the bottom a card to the 5th, but I just think that's pretty crazy that there is a 0 for 6, with a hoop, but it blocks for 3. So I
don't
think
get this 5th card from the top of your deck.
It's
there's gonna
because
be
it'll be
some-
the top of your deck on the next turn cycle. So you could put
right because you
so
draw
you
could
4.
you could put your back alley breakline blue as the 5th card, and then your swell.
Yeah, it's like you
guarantees
put your
hits
dude
it.
there, or like you put your dude there, and then you know you're gonna mill it off of blood
Yes.
or
Right.
3 bones. Yeah,
Right,
That
and
is
then you
exactly
get Toma
what it is.
Pandemoniumed, and then he takes your card anyway because Toma Pandemonium. But no, so I just think Submerge is really cool. I like the design space from it. I like the idea that you get to play a 0 for 6, which is pretty crazy. Although you did have to jump through a hoop to play it. So that was the card I picked. The one that I was actually staring at was the Acilio Hate, which was Shatter Sorcery, which I thought was just hilarious. It's an instant that just blows up a sigil and prevents an arcane.
Hey, dude, if you want to play this against me, go for it.
Yeah, it's not even
You
that
did it.
good.
You did
It's
it.
just
I'm proud of you. The only
I-
thing,
like-
go ahead.
No,
Do
it's,
you think-
it's just free. I mean, like, I guess, I don't know. Does it not really do too much? I know you're blowing your own auras
Hey,
up, technically.
It's not free.
The-
There's a deck tax for adding a blue non-block to your deck.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of as a use case for it is in non-arcane decks, you now have a way to pop Sigil of Conductivity. So I now no longer get the free sigils just sitting on the board the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Like, whatever.
That's one card for one card, and not even like in a way, like a super impactful way,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Well, the other thing it can do is if I play like a sigil. Oh wait, no, it
I mean,
doesn't work
because
that way.
you
Never
get
mind.
to respond to this, right? So it's not
Never
like
mind.
somebody can just
Never mind.
like
Never mind.
snipe your
Never mind.
sigil of
Never mind.
brilliance when you put it onto the board state, because you're just
Yeah.
gonna respond to it, right? Because
Well,
isn't the whole thing you bounce sigil of brilliance with
the issue with trying to do that is all the sigils have a when this leaves trigger.
Yeah, they draw a card
And destroying
anyway.
it counts as the wins this leave, so I would draw anyways.
Yeah, but it's beats putting the sigil of brilliance back in your hand and playing it again 3 times and blowing me up in one turn.
This is true. Yeah, like if I'm doing the combo thing with sigil, sorry, I dropped stuff and that was bad. Yeah, if we're doing the combo thing and it's specifically with sigil of brilliance, it does the thing pretty well. But I think the better use is just popping a conductivity, so I no longer have like a free Volzar for the rest of the game. But you're better off just killing me.
I think you're better off just shooting Harpoon and Conquer and like blowing their arsenal up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're getting to Harpoon and Conquer.
Yeah,
Harpoon and Conquer is a great card because we all know Gone in a Flash is sitting in your arsenal.
Okay.
For the most part.
Then I guess my third and last card is Chain of Brutality. This is a Reviled Brute action attack. It is a 0 red, 0 cost, 2 attack, 3 blocks. If this has 6 or more power, it gets go again. And when this hits a hero, the next attack action card you play this turn has a 6 base.
That's so crazy for Archaea.
That card is. It's very clear that they're trying to like put go again on the cards in deck to make up for the fact that Claw is not going to have.
Yeah, that we lose our 3 times per game that we use Claw for go again extension.
Yeah, so, they're trying to help you out there.
This card is so okay. If you play this card and it hits, the red Mocking Blow is coming in for 10. Like, if you play this card and it hits, the second Chain of Brutality is coming in for 6. And then the red Mocking Blow after that is coming in for 10.
Yep.
Dude, they gave...
That card's crazy.
It just...
Yeah, you could chain it to chain. And to... Yes. Yeah, that's crazy.
In my opinion, Concealed Object has to come back in the deck. Because you activate, you go up to 6, they put 2 cards in front of it, like the one time per game that you Concealed Object this and completely blow the opponent out. It's just so crazy. And then like if you a couple times per game that you have a Quicken, like playing this out with Quicken is just the meanest fork. Like they have to put 6 in front of this. They can't just go, I'll wait. Like,
well, what if you have a Might token, right? Like,
or a Might token.
Yeah, like if this thing can be a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or a 10, like you just make it an awkward number, and it's a thing that they look at and it's like, I have to block this thing.
Yep, you block with your gloves and make a Might token, and then swing Chains of Brutality, and you're saying, I'm gonna make this 7, and if it hits, you're just getting completely flattened. This card is so cool. Reviled got so many cool cards. I can't even like figure out. I was freaking out about like how much the RKO deck changes now.
Yeah, Insult to Injury is also a good card. I haven't looked at Bad Breath.
Oh, the blue one. I don't think Bad Breath is very
Blue
good.
Insult. Blue Insult's good.
Blue Insult's crazy. I think Snarky Prick could be very good in Lyeth. I don't think I'd ever play it in RKO. But yeah, the Reviled got so many cool cards. Line Crossers is like the funniest piece of equipment ever. If you have the same health as a hero, it counts as you having more health than them and them having less health than you. Arms, Blade Break 1. Yeah. So it means you get to start the game with your Mocking Blows and Big Bullies online.
Yeah, it's the get you off the starting line better.
But it also means a defensive deck can pitch Hard to Find to 1 turn 0 and gain a life. So
yeah, this is true. So that was your third card, right?
Yeah. Chains of Brutality for sure.
Yeah, mine is, I don't know if it's going to see constructed play. I'm going to mess with it in constructed because it's shocker, it's a wizard card, and I do love me some wizard cards. It's Glyph Power Play, or Glyph Power Spell. Sorry, making sure I got its name right. Not Power Play. That's a different card. It is a 2-cost 3-block wizard action with some actually pretty cool flavor text. But it's a rare, and it only comes in red. Deal 4 arcane to any target. If you control a card with sigil in its name, deal 6 arcane instead. So you get a 2 for 6 in arcane. This is the first on rate arcane spell. Full stop. Voltic Bolt's a 2 for 5. That is the best rate arcane that we've had. Like we complain about Burn Bear because it's a 3 cost 6.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 2 cost 6. You got to jump through a hoop to get there, but the hoop's pretty small in Acilio. So
this card is totally a majestic. Like,
yeah,
you look at the art too. Yeah. The art screams, "I was supposed to be an M." Like,
yeah, this is the issue. Is it is not a slot compressive card. It might take the spot of Glyph Overlay, but it might not because Glyph Overlay is insane.
Does this not take the slot of Burn Bear? Because you can actually pitch it?
No, that's a popper.
Oh,
this is a popper.
Yeah.
Burn Bear's a popper. Yeah, the issue is that Burn Bear does so much slot compression, you can't ever cut the card.
That's fair. That's fair.
But this might be your other fatigue spell besides Glyph Overlay, because getting Glyph up is kind of hard sometimes. Where this is just a 2 for 6, and like pitching 3 or pitching 2 is not that hard in the deck. Literally half of it is yellow or blue.
Wait, couldn't you just... What's the 1 cost 5 attack spell or attack that Acilio can throw?
Eclectic Magnetism.
Isn't this kind of crazy with Eclectic Magnetism? Like, I know that that's not how people are building it right now.
Yeah, it's a 2-card 12, or it's a 3-card 12, which is really good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's a very powerful card. Don't get me wrong. It will probably find its way into Constructed somehow.
I don't think it's fair to call it a 3-card 12, even though it is. It's only 12 damage, but it's a 5 attack breakpoint with a 6 arcane booty coming up 7. Behind it. 7, yes, 7 because of Volzar activation.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, that's brutal.
Card is capital G good. Like, we like the card. It only would really see play in like fatigue matchups for Acilio, and that sounds insane, but like the deck kind of tries to run pitchless currently in Constructed.
Mm-hmm.
And the only matchups you're truly pitching in are the fatigue ones, or whenever you have like null shock. So like whatever. But I don't know. It's a powerful card. It's kind of the linchpin, I think, of Sage Acilio. It's the only thing that keeps the deck even remotely interesting. And I bring the card up because it just says that you have to control a sigil, which includes Sigil of Solace.
Yes.
So if you have Kano and you activate Kano, you hit Glyph Power Spell off the top, you get to go Sigil of Solace from Arsenal, activate Crucible, Glyph Power Spell. That Sigil is on the stack. It counts. You get your Sigil buff, and you have a 3-card 10.
Or Verdance can play Sigil of Solace, break boots, play Glyph Power Spell for 6.
Yes, that is another. Yes, these are.
I think that's more realistic than a Living Legend hero of like Kano playing Sigil of Solace.
Well, no, you can do that in Sage. I'm gonna play. I'm totally playing Sigil of Solace.
Well, you can't play Sigil of Solace in Sage.
Ah, shit. Never mind. I can't do this. Okay.
But you can't play Future Sight.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to talk about it. Sigil of Fate is very clearly saying that Blazed is coming out at some point. There are a bunch of wizard cards talk about
maybe she's Pen 106.
Sigils of Fate. Yeah. Oh god, please don't be Pen 106. But anyways, it's when this leaves the arena, opt 1 at the beginning of your action phase, destroy this. So we get a bunch of ways to just like opt. And these sigils count for Glyph Overlay, by the way.
Yep.
So like you can just pump out like we were doing the math on it. You can have like 12 sigils out for a Glyph Overlay now. There's a way to do it, and we were just like, oh. So because you have the 3 con activities already sitting out there. Yeah, you can compliance it, but that's the idea. So I don't want to talk about Sigils of Fate because we're going to probably be talking about them a lot in the future.
Right.
Future.
Last card, Noah.
Well, I mean, it's super simple. I mean, it's Shallow Water Shark Harpoon. also
Mm-hmm.
known as Swish. I think people are calling it Yark. People are calling it Baby Shark. It's whatever you want to call it.
You heard someone call it Yark? Because that was my really dumb suggestion to someone else. Have they been calling it Yark?
Taylor in the Marlin is on Yark. Everybody else is on Baby Shark. Some people call
Taylor,
it Swish.
I was joking.
So we're yarking it up.
Because
so
it's a yellow card. And
it's a yellow and it has the word shark. He calls blue tipple bipple, which I really like. So I like where he's getting this. Like look.
Wait, we can't just call it wish or swish.
Swish is somebody was calling it Swish.
Yeah, I like Swish.
There's a lot of different names.
The problem is
like
you have
Swish.
King Shark Harpoon, which gets shortened to Shark Harpoon a lot. And he's like, "What do I call the yellow one? I would just call it Yark Harpoon." And he's like, "I like it. Like I don't. Please don't call it that."
We're yarking it up.
I like Swish. I like Swish.
Shallow water shark harpoon is a 2-cost harpoon, obviously, because it's on curve. Mm-hmm. It has 5 attack, blocks for 3. It's yellow. I mean, it's probably like there's so many good things about this. It being yellow plays into gold to tip, which is crazy. It being yellow is just better on cost curve for drawing it in certain scenarios where you need at least a yellow and you get a red, you feel pretty bad. It pitches itself for gold. Like there's too many good things to talk about. Let's talk about the effect. If you've activated a cannon this turn, which you will, this gets when it hits a hero destroy card in their arsenal. If you do, create a gold token. 0 conditions, just blow up the arsenal, get the gold. Doesn't matter if it's yellow, red, blue, orange, purple, attack reaction, non. Yeah, you have an arsenal, you don't have an arsenal, you get a gold. It comes in at 5, so 9 with the cannon activation. With other things, you're going up to 13 on like a big game trophy shot, 16 with another pump. I mean, you can get this thing to the moon. And it's pretty hard to beat.
It has the word harpoon in it.
It's got the word harpoon in it, so we like it. I know the card's great. We need another harpoon. I mean, one that has some actual like teeth to it. I think this is amazing. I mean, this is an instant 3 in. There's no questions about it.
I will say I feel like they dropped the ball not having the keyword "go fish" in it, because
I was literally about to say that too. I was like, it could have just said "go fish." Look at the arsenal, pick a card in the arsenal, and discard it.
No, but I want to be able to play Catch of the Day and shoot another ranger who happens to be wearing New Horizons and get both of their cards.
Oh, that would have been funny too. That would have been good.
Yeah,
I would say no. The weakest thing about the card that I noticed is that with just the normal harpoon activation, you get an awkward breakpoint at 9, which is 3 block plus 2 block armor plus 1D react. Which is why the red harpoons are so strong, because you literally can't do that exact play line.
The 10. Yeah. There has to be some counterplay to it because it's
arsenal.
It's so
insane. Yeah.
It's arsenal with no conditional. Like there's no condition to it. So like you can't even block. You know what I mean? You can block me with your attack action cards and like make my thing. I mean, like it happens all the time. I'll get somebody will just throw all their actions in front of it or throw their only action, and I'm fishing for nothing. So I still get the card, but the 9 makes it awkward. You're hoping to not have that be 9. We're hoping to obviously pump it up. That's the whole point. I've learned a lot of the baseline harpoon is not the right way to shoot a harpoon. That the real go fish in Marlin is not the card effects. It's actually breaking gold, and that's the way we play. So sometimes you got to fish for gold, and sometimes you get burned. Every once in a while, you just play a 3 of a kind. You draw up and you go. It happens, you know, like you just don't play anything and you end up passing your turn because you didn't draw right. You should never do that. Right. But I think the card's great.
Over the next week, we have a bunch of spoilers still to come. Like we've got all the content creators going. We got one at the end of tonight. Then we've got like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even Thursday.
At time of recording, there are 50-something cards that we have not seen. It's like 51, 52. And we're going to get to see 25 of them.
And it could be a few more, just like people just haven't reported their scheduled thing to February and stuff. Like,
I think every card we talked about was Sage legal, by the way.
Yes.
Which is cool. That shows how many powerful cards that they made at common and rare.
Quick quiz. Do you know why the little guy's number, our little Golden Sky Warden's number, is the number it is? Number 161803.
Is this leet speak?
No.
One.
Sky Warden number 161803.
161803.
It's the golden ratio.
Oh God, it is. Okay, yeah.
That's
pretty good.
I love it so much.
That's good. That's so good.
Oh, it's like, what is that?
I love that he's getting chased. He's getting chased by the Stir the Pot cat.
Oh, it hit
in the background.
Oh man, I love everything else. This is my favorite art of the set.
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah, that one is an absolute banger. It wins everything.
Love that little guy.
I
can't believe you would throw him in front of an attack just to watch him explode and turn it into a gold token. That's
yeah. Biggest winners of your commons, rares, and what we have seen so far. We are obviously missing a bunch of cards. This doesn't
Baldo.
include.
I think I think Gravy. I think Gravy just gets better.
I think Gravy guy is. We have said multiple times that Gravy is in a bad spot. I think he might finally be. We'll see.
I mean, he just won a battle hardened. Are we talking about Gravy and Sage? Because yeah, he's unplayable, right?
Yeah, he's unplayable, and there's a ton, a bunch of random decks got ally hate, which is a thing.
Oh, we're talking Sage related. Different answer.
We're saying Sage. I think the mechs all went from unplayable to playable. I don't know
Max
how good they are.
Needs testing. Tekla, he has the same weaknesses, but he's just better. So he could sometimes get over those now, right?
Yeah, you can clearly play Boost Teklo in Sage now, and that gun is a good weapon. When you get fully suited up, it's just good. So we'll see.
What else? I think all the Rune Blades got pretty good support. They definitely needed it. Keck W.
No, I legitimately am very happy that the Rune Blade support outside of Beckoning Haunt is pretty medium to bad.
It all of it was fine.
Runic Fellsong is exactly playable in Florian, and even then, he may not play the card because it doesn't go with his main game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Sigil of Sylphe is pretty schmedium. Weeping Battleground is bad Sigil of Suffering. Why would you play it? And then the one card, you can tell there was one card that was very clearly a Lightning Wizard card at one point. And they played it for 3 games, and they're like, "No, we cannot print this as a Lightning Wizard card."
You're talking about Sigil of Voltaris? It's so weird. Yeah, that's a Lightning Runeblade card. It's so. Yeah. I was like, "Oh man, they gave Ocilia a really busted card." I'm like, "Wait, it says
Runeblade." Yeah, Sigil of Voltaris. It's anytime it leaves or enters the arena, deal 1 arcane to target heroes, and at the beginning of action phase, destroy this.
This has to be so that you could take advantage of channel Lightning Valley, right?
Yes, it's worded that way for CLV, and also just you have a blue 2 in Aurora. You can make embodiments of lightning on opponent's turn if you really need them. That way, it's so you can do it on opponent's turn and then do it on your turn for your once per turn.
Ooh, Enigma.
If you really needed to.
Enigma got some support.
Oh, yeah. Oh god, Enigma did not need support, and Enigma got support. That's probably the.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Enigma's scary.
I got some crazy support in Sage.
That's what I was looking at. Man, those Phoenix Flame cards are kind of neat. I mean, they all block for 3. They all do something different. Maybe don't run all 4, but then there's the card that actually
I don't think you run any of these. None of them have a number in the bottom left corner.
That's true.
No, but I'm going to block with each of them. And I'm going to pitch down my 4 feathers, 1 crown, and I'm going to have my 1 card 6. And I'm going to look at you and say, "Ha! I'm so smart."
That's right. A 1 card 6. The unironically though, Smoldering Steel is actually really cool for Fang, and anti-frostbite hate is pretty neat. I think in Sage, I think frostbite's probably pretty taxing.
Hate it.
What about
But like
Haboob?
that
Yeah.
card's. I was looking at Haboob
Chaos
early.
cards are good.
Yes, they are
Tough
all
Nut.
very
Tough
interesting.
Nut's a big winner.
Oh yeah,
Tough Nut's a
Tough
big
Nut.
winner.
Oh yeah,
Tough Nut's a big winner.
Tough Nut got a
Tough-
lot.
Tough
We
Nut
didn't
got
talk
a
about
card
it,
that
but
works
Tough
with
Nut-
rock.
Yeah, he got like 3 cards that work with
He
rock.
literally got 3 blue 6s in one set.
Yeah, like they're all conditional blue 6s, but the condition is you equipped rock. And
Right,
like,
which is what you're gonna equip anyway. Like let's just be
yeah,
real.
mission accomplished. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so blue Hulk up, tough as a rock, and then the generic one at the bottom, Rock Yard Rodeo, are all
Yeah.
blue 6s that Tough Nut can run now.
Yeah, like he just needed
He's still
blue
pretty
6s.
bad though, right?
I mean,
In Sage or in CC?
No, I mean in CC, I think the
Yeah,
intellect
he's-
is just really a big hoop to jump through.
he's always
for-
kind of an aggro issue, but I mean, there are enough cards that they are printing that just give go again to brutes now that he may actually be good at dumping his whole hand, so he can do the
well, he got
Dump
way
hand,
better
swing
at
rock.
throwing his 9 Buck Wilds.
yeah.
That used to actually be a little bit of a struggle for him because just the limitation on blue 6s he had access to, but he just got 3 new ones.
What
The other card that they
Speak-
were running was Zell's Belting, and I thought that was a clever way to get go again.
Speaking of brutes, what do you guys think of lay down the challenge for Reinhardt?
Oh, Reinhardt got a lot.
Oh, the
with this set, too.
Majestic? That one's a good
Yeah,
card.
that majestic,
think-
the lay down the challenge.
I think Lay Down the Challenge is a good card. Cantrip Intimidate is really strong.
Yeah, so
Uh,
you block with 1 card. You
Yep.
play this out of hand. You go down to 2 cards. They're at 3, so you just nix
Mhm.
a card out of their hand.
You get
and then you
the effect.
barraging beat down, swing.
Yep.
It's very good.
Literally anything. Yeah.
well, there's some
Or
there's some-
like Lay Down the Challenge. Literally keep it simple. Lay Down the Challenge, Barraging Beat Down, Meat Axe. like-
the warrior spoiler was really good too. It's a 5.
Blunted?
No, the Swordmaster Shine.
I actually like Blunted better, but I think they're both
Well,
interesting.
Blunton is sick weapon hate. I mean that card is nuts.
Shine, I need to see the rest of Hala to decide if this is good or not.
So this card does like immediately replace like Red Overpower and what's the one that if they block with an action it's a 2 for 5.
Oh, Fatal Engagement.
Yes, those
Yeah,
two, those two
you
cards.
would
outta
never run
here.
Fatal
You just run
Engagement
this
anymore.
instead.
You would just run
Yeah.
that instead. And I think honestly, there's now a reason to play Pride because it mass out 1 then 2, right? You give it a counter and now costs 2, so that's your 3 cost curve. So Iron Song Pride should probably be looked into because it does count as a counter. And then like there's other cards that will give counters, but they don't stick. So I mean, obviously it's to be played for Hala, like Cut and Carve and the other cards they put. Weirdly enough, Display of Craftsmanship says put a 1 counter on it, but it doesn't say to remove it at the end of the turn like Cut and Carve does. So I don't know what to think of that. Was it just like not there, like the flavor text isn't there, or does that 1+1 stick? Because like that's kind of
What are you talking
crazy.
about for Cut and Carve?
Cut and Carve literally says remove the counters from it at the end of the turn, sharpen, because it says
Mhm,
sharpen. So
mhm.
when you sharpen it, you remove it. But Display of Craftsmanship just says target weapon gets +4, and if it's been sharpened, because if it's been sharpened, you play plus. Never mind.
I don't
We're
think
good.
you ever
We
play
solved it.
Display of Craftsmanship.
It's like the sharpen
Well,
condition is already on the
it's-
sword, so the ones are going to go away anyway because you
Craftsmanship
had to sharpen.
technically is a 2 for 6, right? Because it's +4 plus the one counter, and then you're going to swing it again because you're putting this on Chain Link 1, right? So it's a 2 for 6 reaction.
It does. What I'm getting at is there's no way to put counters on Dawnblade artificially because sharpen literally will take them
Yeah.
away if you sharpen Dawnblade.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is a
it's a way
Hala
for Hala
These
to
are
play,
Hala cards.
which is good because you don't want arbitrary counters in Dory.
Yeah. And
So-
also, like, we've seen this before that they've used supplemental sets to seed future heroes in certain classes.
Oh, Dynasty was a huge one. Like
Yeah.
half those cards didn't become playable until
Much
3
later.
sets down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so
So-
back to Blunton though. This card's kind of nuts, right? Like
It's absolutely nuts.
It's definitely a sideboard card. Like
it's
not even just a warrior hate. Daggers, man.
I need
you block a dagger with it.
Yeah, you block a dagger and you just tell them to get fucked. But dude, I need
so
someone
good.
who hates their own class as much as warriors hate their own class.
Well, I mean, it's not just for warriors, right?
I know.
Well,
I know.
yeah, okay,
yeah. There's just so many cards where it's like, if this is blocking a weapon or shunt, or like if this deals with opponent's weapon, tell them to get bent. Like warrior just has a ton of those.
By the way, Blunton is so messed up into Kasai.
Oh yeah.
It's a block too.
Blue,
so hot streak.
Yep, they block.
The hot streak doesn't get it. Yeah,
they draw. They lose their go again, and they just go. Oh, well, that was my turn.
Yep, dude, it's messed up there. It's messed up.
Dagger Mario feels good too. Block it.
So good in Dagger.
Oh,
Mario.
you are. This gives you a lot of points in the Dagger Mario.
Dude, you just put this in front of Clave, and you feel so good.
I like this card because it works versus Enigma. And that's my favorite interaction.
Too bad it's
a weapon.
Yeah, all of her ward are considered weapons because of Cosmo.
Okay. I know we're going late.
This is majestic.
Because you just reminded me, and I guess we could maybe talk about this more next week, but there was a massive rule change.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the rule change.
We don't have. We'll start with that
next
week. We're already.
Yeah, we'll start with that next week.
On the past the 70th minute, we don't have time to really go into all the repercussions. But I think the judges are still kind of deciding a few little nuances on it. I hope they almost put a second rules reprise out, going over all the interactions that change, all the card text that might be adjusted or clarified. Like,
yeah.
Because
big changes.
Pummel has an errata. Pummel had to be errata
because of this, or did it have an errata a while ago?
The most recent printings of Pummel. So if you have old WTR Pummels, they are wrong. Pummel has an errata because it says defending hero has to discard a card. So technically, with the new rule set, if you pummeled an ally, the defending hero would have to discard a card. Now it says when it hits a hero, they have to discard a card.
Hold on, sorry, I'm pulling out. I got fancy promos. I got fancy pummels. Let me look at them.
So I'm pretty sure the wording.
Yeah,
is
if
different.
this hits a defending hero, and that
when this hits a hero, they discard a card.
Yes.
Versus and that matters a lot now because of what is constituted as the defending hero and the attacking hero, which has changed.
What other things possibly change because of that? Like,
interesting.
I just know Rattle Bounce resolves, and I wake up great every morning because of that.
Okay, so we'll talk about the new.
We'll talk about
the new rules, and we'll talk about all the cards next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about Majestics and such.
All right,
because we'll finally have the rest of them.
Well, let's get on out of here. Justin, where can everybody find you?
Right here.
And yeah,
Jebzo5. Yeah, just Jebzo5, and then you can find me whenever Level Up Games decides to actually open up their stores.
Damn you, winter weather. Thomas, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Wet the System Fab on Twitter or at Wet the System at metafy.gg.
And don't forget to check out that sweet Metafy guide for Pleiades. They definitely need more players running around with that fatigue deck. That's so fun for 25 turns. It actually is. It's an interesting matchup.
We can get up to like 40.
It is an interesting matchup. It really does stress test the fundamentals and like your decision making. At Big Max Fab on Twitter, at Big Max on Blue Sky, and sometimes on the channel, but most likely I'll be on my own YouTube account chatting. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We hope you enjoyed catching up with us this week. And if you did, subscribe or follow, depending on where you found us, to catch us again next time. Until then, take care of yourself. And remember, we are all siblings in cardboard. And don't let that new rules reprise change the way you deal with Pummel, okay? I know I'm going to tell you to read them and heed them. And by rights, it's going to tell you to do something. But you know better.